I'm gonna kill the bear. I'm gonna kill the bear.
What's going on today, guys? And welcome to the Holtman YouTube channel. So it's fall and we're heading to Killbear Provincial Park for another trip. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one. And we're going to be doing some mushroom recipes, some gourmet stuff. Plus also some chicken shawarma we're going to try out. Everybody loves chicken shawarma. It's the latest thing. And yeah, we're going to see what else is going on at Killbear. And hopefully the fall colors will be nice. Killbear Park, here we come. And you can probably start calling me the fall guy.
It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die.
Okay guys, we made it to Killbear. The colors look really nice. So we're gonna get settled in and get everything set up, our tents, and then we're gonna get some food going. So we'll see what we got. And hopefully get down to the water before it gets dark. So it's a little bit chilly right now. It is fall. And yeah, we're looking forward to this, so stay tuned. So this is definitely a little strange. It appears there's two sites here, but only one sign. We don't have a fire pit over on this side. It only appears that there is one site, but if there was, it'd be a pretty big site and it's pretty isolated. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, we're semi set up here, ready to go. And what we did again is what we usually do is we got these wraps here, bacon chicken Caesar wraps, fake chicken, of course. So it's actually, we use Gardein chicken, Gardein plant-based chicken, of course. Just cut it up in little strips, some King's bacon, a little bit of lettuce, cheese, grated cheese. It's a Daiya cheese actually from Food Basics. It's Mexican style cheese. And we just wrap that up, and it's a nice little snack to start off the camping trip. Because you know how much I hate cooking on the first night. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's already 4:15 and it's going to be getting dark probably around 6:30. So yeah, time is of the essence. So bacon chicken Caesar wraps. Oh, and I also forgot to mention we got some Caesar dressing for it too from Food Basics. So yeah, it's good stuff. All right, guys, we got a little bit of sunlight left, so we're gonna head down. Well, we are down at the beach and see what they got down here. So it is pretty desolate down here. It is fall and the temperature is about 8 degrees. So yeah, it's nobody down here. Looks like this is the boat launch. And then way off in the distance, you got the Killbear tree back there. So we're gonna go check that out maybe tomorrow and see what kind of shape it's in. It's been getting a little rough for the last few years. They've had to prop it up and stuff, so we'll see. And again, Killbear is one of the nicest parks in Ontario. It's got one of the nicest beaches, probably if not the nicest beach. And you should really come check this place out. It's a real gem. Yeah, stay tuned. Still got a little bit coming. In the meantime, gonna have what's called a bone shaker. Anyways, guys, I'm glad I got some earplugs tonight because it's pretty noisy. So let's hit the sack and we'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning, everybody. So it was a pretty chilly night. Got down to about 3 degrees, but luckily we had the heater. So today we're gonna start with some coffee tea, and then we're gonna head into some brown beans and toast and some Linda McCartney sausages for breakfast. And after that, incidentally, we're gonna head to Parry Sound Canadian Tire and get a new Instant Pot because we happened to forget our Instant Pot, the one thing we really needed for this trip, and we forgot it. Okay guys, we're ready to cook breakfast now, and we're going to start with some Sugar Bush baked beans by Spragg. Spragg is actually a company in Belleville, Ontario, and This stuff is actually $1.67 a can, which isn't too bad. Some of the soups are about $4 a can, and that's at Giant Tiger. So those are the infamous Linda McCartney sausages. I think they were about 10 bucks at a specialty food store. So it's not really a good deal for 6 sausages. Okay, there you have it, guys. Brown beans, Linda McCartney sausages, and toast. A perfect, easy breakfast. And it's going to get even easier as the day goes on. So I don't know, these kind of got a little bit of a funny taste to it. It's probably not my favorite type of plant-based sausage. I do find Beyond is a lot better and a lot tastier. So I don't know if I'm going to try these again. They are a little bit better with ketchup, but we didn't bring any this weekend, so we're just doing the old plain old thing. So Linda McCartney's, mixed feelings about this. Alright guys, we're just here at the Canadian Tire in Parry Sound, and we're going to grab ourselves an Instant Pot. So I think they're on sale, which would be a really good thing. And I'm hoping we can get one for around 65 bucks. So let's go into Canadian Tire and see what they got. So some pretty neat old stuff here. I believe that there is an old buoy for the waterways. And as you can see behind me is your lookout tower. Okay guys, we're at the top of the tower. It's super windy up here. I hope you can hear me, but we got some really nice views up here. So if you're ever in Parry Sound, it's not actually a big deal to climb up here, but take a climb up and check it out. Okay guys, back to ground level, so we may check out the museum, we may not. Either way, we're going back to the campsite and soaking up the nice weather. Now it is time to cook some lunch, and we're going to try this stuff out. It's called Sprague Organic Quebec style split pea soup. So it's pretty easy stuff to make. You just dump it in a pot and heat her up and away you go. And it's nice to have a good warming meal when it's this cold. The weather has gotten quite nice, but it's still a little bit chilly out. I think we're riding around 8 degrees. It's still a bit windy, but it's very sunny, so it's going to be a nice day. So another good thing about this stuff is it's BPA protected. So we have a lining in this stuff, which is probably why it's a little bit more expensive. So it's about $4 at Giant Tiger. If you go to other stores, specialty stores, it'll cost quite a bit more. Probably around $6, which is not a bargain. Even $4 is quite expensive. But it's good stuff, it's healthy. It's an investment into your health. So there you have it, split pea soup, easy peasy. And that is a perfect fall meal. You can just call me the fall guy. Okay guys, we have our Instant Pot here. We're gonna crack it open and see what's cooking, so stay tuned. Oh, the Instant Pot recipe booklet and a duo series. Power cord. Check that out, brand spanking new. So I'm thinking this rock would be a really nice spot to do some cooking, so that's what I am going to do. All right, excellent. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure this recipe out. We have to actually put the broth in with the rice and kind of whisk it a bit and then drain the broth out. And then there's a bunch of steps, so it's not the easiest recipe to do. I guess the idea is to get all the starch out of the rice, and then we're gonna have to drain this. I do like the Instant Pot meals where you kind of throw everything just into the pot and let it cook. It's a lot easier that way. When you get into the sauteing and stuff, it becomes a little bit more tricky. So you see the broth got nice and cloudy there. That's all the starch coming out of it. And they say this will ensure a more creamier meal. Okay, we're gonna let that saute for a few minutes. Okay, at this point we're gonna add our spices now. It's kind of out of order, but I don't really have a choice. We're out in the woods, so we have to make some concessions. It's basically just a little bit of thyme, black pepper, and salt. So that should be good. We're gonna add our sliced mushrooms now. We're gonna let that cook till our mushrooms get nice and browned up. Okay, time for the rice. So it's arbio rice, kind of a short grain type rice. Okay, we have our 3rd cup of white wine here. That's why it's gourmet. Okay, we're gonna let that simmer down for a little bit. So that's what these spoons are good for that they gave us the Instant Pot with. We can do a little deglazing with it. So this guy doesn't work too well. Just want to get all those bits off the bottom. Okay, we want to do 2 tablespoons of tamari soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of miso, yellow or white miso. Although it kind of looks brown. Okay, and this is our reserve broth we're going to put in now. Okay, so we're going to do a 5-minute pressure cook and then a 10-minute release. Now it's interesting to know that preparation is a vital key of camping, which is why we pre-package all our ingredients, and it just makes it easier to put it together, especially in the fall when it's a little bit cold out and you don't feel like doing as much. The summer is okay, you don't mind chopping and doing some stuff in the summer, but in the fall, you kind of want to get pre-planned, and that includes actually remembering the Instant Pot that you need to cook with. So hopefully this winter I'll be able to make a little broadcast and kind of explain how we go about organizing our trips and the list we come up with and our food prep. So get ready for that for the winter time, because I don't think we'll be doing much camping. This will likely be the last trip of the year. Please do hit the subscribe button and log into our channel. I try to put out a video every month or so. So yeah, if you can do that, it would really help us out. All right, we had some issues with the burning or the burn signal coming on the Instant Pot, usually when things start to burn in. So I think it's ready to go. We cracked it open. It didn't really pressure cook, but we cracked it open, tried a bit, and it tastes pretty good. So we're gonna dig in. Miso mushroom risotto. Ah, that's hot. Okay, this looks pretty good. So it's mushroom miso risotto. The sun is about to go down, so I'm almost gonna check out. But in the meantime, we're gonna try some of this stuff out. Delicious, what can I say? And it's really easy to make. Anybody can do it. Check it out. All right, guys, it's getting really dark out and the sun is going down quick. We are gonna get a fire going after. But what's nice about this Instant Pot meal is, I don't know if you can see it, but we got a whole container of leftovers. And that's what we're gonna have tomorrow for lunch. Let's get ready for this fire. All right, guys, it is time to go to bed, and we'll see you in the morning and see what's going on with breakfast. It's kind of funny because you can see the frost is hit and it's kind of turning the sand in the beach a little whitish. There's like little flakes of ice crystals on top of the sand. So something I've never seen before. Of course, I'm usually not at a beach when the frost hits. Anyway, not much going on here. Just a beach. You've seen one. You've seen them all. Time to get back and do a little quinoa breakfast special. We're gonna get ready to make some breakfast. It's gonna be a quinoa savory turmeric style breakfast. And it's unfortunate, but I used the wrong ingredients last night in our mushroom risotto. It was supposed to be the red pepper and onions were going in this dish, and I used them last night. So now we're gonna use shallots instead of red pepper and onion, but I'm sure it's gonna be good anyways, because it's gonna be mushrooms, right? So we all know mushrooms are good. There's a few steps to go with this. It's another Instant Pot special, and I gotta get a sauce ready with some hot water, and then we're gonna dump all our ingredients in and see what we come up with. And we're probably gonna have leftovers out of this tomorrow morning, so that's what we're gonna have tomorrow morning. I know everybody hates leftovers, but you know what? The people who cook love leftovers because it means no cooking. Okay, so that's our savory sauce we're gonna put on. Just a little tahini, tamari sauce, and miso paste, and a little hot water. So shiitake mushrooms are really good for you. They have 4 times the amount of antioxidants that normal mushrooms do. And a little garlic powder. And again, everything is pre-chopped at home. And our organic coconut milk. So we're gonna mix this all together nicely. Just gonna cancel the setting for the saute now. Let it simmer down. Let's get that lid on. Okay, so we got everything in the pot, and we're gonna do a 1-minute pressure cook and then 10 minutes of a natural release. So that was the longest minute of my life. So we shut it off. We're gonna do a pressure release for 10 minutes, and then it should be ready after we mix in the sauce. Open her up. Ooh, looking nice. Tahini sauce mixture. Get that all stirred in. Okay guys, looks pretty good. Texture's really nice. It's not too watery, so let's try this out and see what happens. So we are going to garnish with some black sesame seeds, a little sriracha, and just drizzle some sesame oil on top of that. And there you have it, guys. Savory breakfast quinoa with shiitake mushrooms. A little sriracha on top of there. Looks delicious. It's very good. Not too breakfasty, but you know, what the heck. But yeah, this would actually be good as a dinner meal too, or even a lunch meal. Really good with the sriracha too. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy this and we'll get back to you. All right, guys, it's been a long and exciting day. So now it's time for dinner, and we're going to try out some vegan chicken shawarma. So check this out. Butler soy curls here. We have our Stickles pickles, and if you haven't known, or if you haven't heard, that's my own brand of pickles. We have our shawarma seasoning, a little mayo, a red onion or purple onion, and we got some sriracha, we got some butter, we got some pickled turnip, and that's the most important part of it. Got to have that pickled turnip. We also have some jalapeno wraps and a little Daya Mexican cheese, just in case. So basically, first thing we're going to do is kind of hydrate the soy curls again. We're going to put them into a frying pan, probably a half cup of water, get them hydrated up, then probably add the butter and give them a little browning. And really, that's all that's to it. And after that, we're going to mix the mayo, the shawarma seasoning, a little bit of butter again, mix that all together, and that's going to be your sauce. So we put the sauce in on top of the soy curls and let that heat up and put that in a wrap. And you got your toppings, you got your red onion, you have your turnip, and you got your Stickles pickles. So that's going to be the shawarma wrap dinner for tonight. So probably the best thing to use for this is the Butler soy curls. You can do it with tofu. There are some plant-based chicken strips you can buy that aren't too bad either, but these work quite well. I really like these Butler soy curls because the texture is pretty much identical to chicken. I think it's pretty close. So this is just a butter mayo mixture we're going to mix up here. And we're going to add some shawarma spice to it. So I'm going to guesstimate here. So we're just going to mix this up. Okay, so these are getting a little bit brown, but we're going to hold off for another 5-10 minutes. Get them nice and browny. Almost get a little crust on them. And if you are wondering about soy curls and where to get them, you cannot get them at Basics. I haven't really seen them at grocery stores other than specialty stores, but they are really good. And actually you can order them from Amazon too if you're willing to pay a little bit more money. So I like what I'm seeing there, so we're going to dump the sauce in and then we're going to kill the heat, and that should be enough just to get the sauce kind of heated up inside there and be nice and warm when we put in those wraps. Go with some red onions, pickles, Stickles pickles, by the way. Some turnip, look at that color. And a little bit of Daya Mexican cheese, although it's not a Mexican dish. We'll just get that in a wrap. Okay guys, I'm gonna make my wraps. I got one done. I know you don't need to see me making wraps. And then I'm gonna try it out and we'll see what we got, but I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. All right guys, let's check this out. All right, we're gonna finish our shawarma and then start a fire, and that could be it. All right guys, that is it for the day. The night came upon us pretty quick, so we're gonna hit the sack now and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning everybody. So we're getting packed up. That's the end of the camping trip, and it'll be the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed our Instant Pot cooking. It looks like this is going to be the last camping trip of the year, and we hope to see you again soon in the spring. Until then, there will be a couple of videos coming out in the winter, some instructional stuff and whatnot, so stay tuned for that. And until then, see you soon, and thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe.